interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Let's go now. Keep
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Now Willis on 3rd down. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. McCann's kick up and good.
Field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. He's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Monty Rice coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I think this is a we'll see right as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not the kind of game that we're absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be out. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Play action. Here's Willis. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. They just do get the playoff as he looked to throw. That's complete to Trey. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. How about that? They weathered the storm with a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Off tackle left with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Willis out of the gun. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Well, the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Henry. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw, here's Willis. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Get in right now, boys. Try 50, try 50.
Willis on 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chigakonkwo
from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McCann. McCann's got it teed up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go on?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now here's Mahomes. And right side, Henry's got it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Homies can trade your outfit. Come on, guys. Let's go. Stop watching hate drive. Well, it could be worse. But I feel like, no.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Mahomes going to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at number 27. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Tennessee offense about set, ready to go.
And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
And brought in downfield by Burks. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Willis on the bootleg. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Let's go now. We are scoring on this drive. I feel it. Step on that. Come on. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On first down, Willis. Got a man. It's taken in for the Titans touchdown. Robert Woods as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McKay. Good. 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Right here could be the turning point.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Has a space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Willis.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Scoring on this drive. I feel it.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
And Woods has it complete.
And he will have the Titans 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. On 1st down, Willis.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, it's Willis to throw it.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
1st and 10, Willis. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that would get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
Touchdown, Titans.
Traylon Burks.
33 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by McKay. It's a 3-score game. McCann's got it teed up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. It's still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Ready? Check contact! Check contact! You can do this, offense!
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play,
a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
I think this will run away very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And again, it's Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Didn't get to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry, the outside linebacker, coming out to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears that time indeed. He's going to look deep for more. And now here's another interception. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Past the 35 before he's taken down. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First and 10, it's Willis. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Henry up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 39 yards there.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. McCann's got it teed up. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
Thank you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed at several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you, you keep throwing the ball with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident player right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed to, and they got it. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That's some room to work. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.